Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is the first hand-sewn episode and I will show you how to make the crunchy and hairbands. First one is crunchies. For the main patterns of the crunchies, I'm drawing a rectangle with 8 cm width and 40 cm length. For the bow tie of the crunchies, I'm drawing a rectangle with 8 cm width and 22 cm length. Then, from two sides of the rectangle, I'm drawing two other lines with 1 cm inside. At those lines, I mark at 7 cm. Then mark at 4 cm at two outside lines. From the 7 cm mark, I connect to the 4 cm mark and finish at the middle mark. After that, I draw a curved line and doing the same for the other side. After having the patterns, I apply them to the fabric and draw along. We will need one pattern for the main part and two patterns for the bow tie. For the main part, I fold it in half and sew at one side. Then I use the safety pin to upside it later. I use a small elastic band around 12 cm to put inside the main part to create a crunchies. Don't forget to sew two ends of the elastic band after that. To make two ends of the main part connecting to each other nicely, I fold the end of one end to inside to hide the cutting, and also fixing their position right together, then sewing. A tip here is putting the elastic band down to the end of the main part, where it meets the seam before sewing, so the elastic bands will stay there all the time and not move around. And we finished the men's scrunchies. To the bow ties, I fold two patterns together, then sewing along the cutting line. However, keep a small unsewed space to upside the bow tie later. I use a long stick to do it, then iron it to make it nice. We just need to tie the bow ties to the crunchies and we finish this DIY. Here's how it looks. If you don't like a small bow tie, you can make a long strap for the crunchies by cutting a rectangle with 60 cm length and 11 cm width. Then folding two sides of the rectangle together and holding them by the pins. After that, cutting a small curve at two sides of the rectangle, then sewing along the cutting line. Remember to keep a small unsewed space to upside it later. After upside the strap, I also use the iron to make it nice. Then tie it to the main part of the crunchies, and we finish this DIY. Here's how it looks. Moving to the hairband, I'm drawing a rectangle with 11 cm width and 40 cm length for the top part of the hairband. Then drawing another rectangle with 5 cm width and 40 cm length for the bottom part. After cutting, I apply the pattern to the fabric and draw along. We will need two top parts and one bottom part for this hairband. At the bottom part, I fold it in half and sew along the cutting line. After that, I used a safety pin to upside it, then iron to fix the position for the seam. Make sure to keep the seam in the middle. I use a small elastic band to put inside and sewing two ends of the elastic band to two ends of the fabric after that. To the top part, I fold it in half and sew along, then upside it after that. I also iron it with the seam in the middle. Then folding two ends of the top part inside to hide the cutting. I fold two ends of the first top part together with the seam inside the folding. Then I put one end of the bottom part to the middle of them, and folding the extra to inside before sewing them together. To the second top part, I put it through the first top part first, then connecting the end to the other ends of the bottom part. Doing similar to what I did before, and we finished this DIY. Here's how it looks. If you don't like this style, you can do it the other way with only one top part. After folding two ends of the top part inside, I'm making a knot at the middle of the top part, then connecting two ends of the top part to two ends of the bottom part. The way to do it is similar to the previous DIY. And we finished. Here's how it looks. I hope you like this video and give it a try. Please share and subscribe to my channel to check out my other DIYs. See you next week.